What I have learned in my life is that in order to move up in this world and be financially successful in whatever your field is, there is one skill that will make or break you, because it doesn't matter how experienced you are, or how hard of a worker you are, or how skilled you are. If you do not have this one skill, you will be limited in how far you can go in life, and that skill is communication. The skill of effectively communicating to another human being is perhaps the most important skill in order to achieve success. And most people are terrible communicators, which prevents them from getting to the next level in life. And so in this video, I want to talk about 10 life skills that encompass this larger skill of communication that you need to master in order to be successful. So let's begin. 1. Understand the power of words. The biggest lie that we're told as children, that many people come to believe as adults, is sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. When will we humans learn? Wars have started, governments have been overthrown, and people kill each other every single day simply because of words. Sticks and stones are the least of our worries, ladies and gentlemen. Albus Dumbledore once said, "Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic, capable of both inflicting injury and remedying it." Words are powerful, and if you master words, you can get people to do what you want, to listen to you, and to respect you. Words are magical, and when you understand the power that words hold and learn to master them, you can be more successful in life. 2. Have good verbal communication. Now, I want you to imagine being in an argument with your boss and how they'd respond if you said, "You think I'm lazy, and you think I don't work hard, but you don't see what I'm doing." They'd probably get angry and argue with you. However, if instead you said, "Maybe you think I'm lazy, and maybe you don't think I'm working, but maybe you just don't see what I'm doing." If you said it like that, they'd probably be more willing to listen to you. They'd probably not argue with you because you're not as aggressive. And the only difference between the two is adding the word maybe. How you communicate verbally and the words you choose determine how people respond to you. And so many people get themselves in bad situations simply because they choose the wrong words. But if you focus on communicating in a way that isn't aggressive and doesn't trigger people, people are more likely to hear you out, and that allows you to get more of what you want in life. 3. Have good storytelling skills. Another lie that we're told as children is that honesty is the best policy. If you live your adult life thinking that honesty is the best policy, your life is going to be tough, because honesty just gets you in trouble. You can't be too honest in this world. I mean, if you told your boss the honest truth about what you did today and said, "Today I sent a few emails, played solitaire, and watched El Augustine for a few hours," you'd probably get yourself in some trouble. But if you told your boss a more interesting truth and said something like, "I communicated with multiple clients, did some organization, and researched," you'd probably get a pat on the back. Hell, you might even get a raise. People do not want to hear the truth because the truth is boring and uneventful. People want to hear a good story. And if you can master the skill of storytelling and not lie, but make the truth a little bit more interesting, you will go much further in life because you'll impress a lot more people. 4. Be a pleasant person. Now, before I was doing YouTube full-time, I was working in public health, and I got a contracted job along with one other person. Now, I had no experience in public health, and the other person had 30 years of experience. However, when it came to working, I never complained. I was flexible, and I didn't harass the boss. The other person, on the other hand, complained often, didn't go with the flow, and hassled the boss. And when our contracts were ending, my contract was renewed and hers wasn't. Despite having 30 years more experience than me, I was the one that kept my job, and it taught me that if you are not a pleasant person to work with, it doesn't matter how skilled you are or how experienced you are, because people won't want to work with you. And you need to master this skill of being a pleasant person, because if you're not a pleasant person, then it doesn't matter how skilled you are, because nobody will want to work with you. 5. Have good written communication. Now, I think at some point in your internet experience, you've seen a post that looks like this. For you people running your mouth about my aunt, you really don't know her, she wouldn't do this, and keep trash talking her, cause I'll be if she sits here and reads this. Cuckoo. Now, I don't know who this person is or the context of this argument, but I can't even focus on that stuff because the grammar is so bad. There's no punctuation, no sentences, it's just a clump of words. And maybe their argument is legitimate, but because of their grammar, I just see this person as this crazy, uneducated person that is screaming about something. However, if they wrote in a more proper way, I would take them much more seriously. And in life, if you want people to take you seriously and respect you, you have to know and you have to develop the skill of writing well, because when you can write well and express an argument, people are more likely to hear you out and agree with you, which allows you to get what you want in life. 6. Be genuine. Not to toot my own horn, but one thing that I think that has given my channel a certain level of success is that I am a genuine person and I talk about relatable things. I'm being myself and I talk about what I know. And I think on YouTube, being genuine is a pretty rare thing. I mean, how many times have you seen a video that looks like this? What's up, my people? Just got back from Bali on my private jet, rode around my Lamborghini with my Rolex watch on, swam with naked chicks. I love being a millionaire. It makes me happy. And let me show you how you can be a millionaire. Like and subscribe. Those videos are a dime a dozen. The world is oversaturated with people who are not genuine, are trying to trick people by putting on an act, but people are smart and people can tell when you're not genuine, and this lack of being genuine really holds people back in life. You know, so many people are trying to be this person they think everyone will admire, but what everyone actually admires is when you just be yourself. And when you're a genuine person, people admire and respect you more because you're a real relatable person. And it's an extremely rare skill nowadays that if you master, will attract people and allow you to be more successful in life. 7. Have good listening skills. We live in a world where everybody wants to be heard, but nobody wants to listen. But there's a very good quote that goes, listen if you want to be heard. If you want people to hear you out, you first have to listen to what they have to say and be engaged with the conversation, because when you're engaged, they're more likely to hear you out. We live in a world where everybody is shouting and nobody is listening, but if you take the time to learn the skill of being a good listener, being engaged in other people's conversations, you're more likely to get people to listen to you, which will grant you more respect in life. 8. Be emotionally intelligent. Last week when I was at the gym, I saw this girl yelling at this other girl because she wanted this exercise bar that she had. And she was getting so upset. And the reason that she was getting upset was because she lacked emotional intelligence. She lacked the ability to manage her emotions, and she lacked the ability to understand how other people feel. This girl was getting upset over the dumbest thing. And I think that when people lack emotional intelligence in life, it really holds them back because nobody wants to work with you and nobody wants to help you. It's important to develop a high emotional intelligence and be empathetic towards other people and control your own emotions, because then people want to be around you and people want to help you be successful. 9. Stand up for yourself. Although being a good communicator is about getting people to like you, I'm not saying that you should suck up to people, do what you're told, and live for approval. Because that doesn't get you respect in this world. You get respect by not being a suck up, nor being a jerk, but in the middle, where you respect people and they respect you. You get respect in this world when you stand up for yourself by telling people no, establishing boundaries, and fighting for your worth. You don't just become this yes man where people walk all over you, but you establish relationships where people respect you and you respect them. And when you develop the skill of being a strong person, people respect you more, which allows you to go further in life. 10. Gain trust. A while back, the tennis player Serena Williams signed a contract with Nike for $55 million. And why did Nike give her that much money? Well, it's because she has the most valuable commodity in the world, human trust. She's built up this trust with her fans, and companies recognize that that trust translates to sales for them. What I'm trying to say in this video is that we often think that in order to be financially successful, you need to make good money, be skilled at what you do, and work hard. And although that stuff is necessary and important, you're limited to how far you go in life if people don't trust you. Trust is the glue that holds this all together. Without creating trust with other human beings, you won't go far in life. And how do you create trust with people? You become a good communicator. You master these skills to get people to respect you and like you. And when you master the skills of communication, doors start to open. Opportunities become limitless because communication is the key to success in life. And with that, muchas gracias. Que tengan un buen día. Video 139. Nos vemos.